What's going on, guys? I'm Tanner and today is Financial Friday. Now in today's video, we're going to go ahead and be talking about my side hustle, the 3D tours, which is also my own business that I'm starting. And I know I've talked about this in a couple videos, but if you guys see my last video about it, you guys know that I promised you guys on my next deal, I will document everything. So this is going to be part 1 of a part 2 series. And guys, I'm going to be documenting today how I found some clients, and then the next video next week is going to be me filming the clients, and I'm going to be filming me filming the tour. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and get into the video today, which is going to be how to find and build clients to go ahead and get you some income coming in on the side of your regular job. Let's jump into it. Okay, so a little bit of background on how today's video is going to go. We're going to have 3 parts and an introduction. So technically 4 parts to this, and this is how to build a client base. So I know I've talked about it, guys, and I just wanted to go into detail in case some of you guys really wanted to actually get into this and dive into this, because it is a good side hustle and it can make you some very good side money to help boost your income every month up to at least $500 plus if you put in the work. Now, the way I've built my clientele is going to actually be through messaging. Now, I've not posted any ads on Facebook, nothing like that. I have physically done all the marketing myself, and that's what we're going to get into today on how you guys can do it yourself as well. Because, guys, I'm not just some lucky person. This is something I'm trying to build from the ground. I literally seen this video on TikTok. If you see my last videos, I've seen this video on TikTok by the name of Forrest. He posted it. Thought it was a good idea, went out, bought a camera that week, and then I've just been trying to have that camera pay for itself, and it's slowly but surely getting there. So guys, I know I'm still new in the game, but I'm sharing with you guys what I've done so far to get to where I've been. So I think this is a great video for you guys to watch. Even if you're not looking to get into this, it's just a great idea and a great video for you guys to see what I've done to grow my own business so far. So there's a couple parts to this video, like I said, and I've done a lot of SMS messaging, which if you don't know what that is, it's just texting people. I've done a lot of research on different ways to go ahead and message people, different ways to write scripts, stuff like that. And I got a script that's working for me. It might not work for you, but I'm going to go ahead, and if this video gets 20 likes, I'm going to go ahead and share the script with you guys. And it's been working for me so far, so I can't even hate on it because I'm out here booking clients, and that's all that really matters when it comes to this side hustle. Now, a couple things that have helped me during this journey that I've been doing is obviously the SMS messaging, Facebook messaging, OfferUp messaging, Instagram messaging. I've built my own website that you guys could check out. And all of this has helped build my brand and make it official. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into part 1 of this video. So when I was starting out, right, I bought the camera, and yes, that is technically step 1. It really doesn't have to be step 1. Step 1, guys, you gotta have a script. If you don't have a script, you're not gonna be able to make any clients, because if you're just like, hey, let me shoot a 3D tour for you, it just kind of seems spammy almost, and it's not really an official thing, and people are just gonna kind of push it off to the side, and they'll find somebody else. And honestly, a lot of people have their own people that do this already, and a lot of brokerages already have the Matterport system and people that go out and film for them. But there are people that ride solo, and there are people that are still looking for people to go ahead and film these tours for them. So guys, don't think that it's just oversaturated or dead in the water, because that is false. But like I said, guys, first step is write a script. Now, I've gone through a couple different scripts myself, but that is all due to because as you grow, you have to change your script, because it's not going to work out as the first script you made. So the first script, and I'm going to put actually the list of people that I've contacted. I've contacted hundreds of people, guys. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys all the people I've contacted, but I'm also going to show you my first ever script that I sent out, and it was absolutely terrible, guys. And I think for my first one, I was charging too much, and I had to go with a different route that we'll end up getting into. Now, I'm not going to show you guys my official script that I used today, because like I said, 20 videos, I will release that script for you guys that will guarantee help you guys find clients. But I just want you guys to know my first script to now has changed tremendously, and I've based it off my experience, my website, all that kind of good stuff. And obviously, I've grown as a person and with knowledge than I did when I first was starting. So that also helps change the script, and it's nice to put that in your script as well, because people like security. People don't like to wonder. They want to know what they're gonna get. And guys, my first client, guys, I kind of got lucky, and I was messaging a lot of people. I was messaging a lot of people on Facebook as well, and I just joined a couple groups around real estate, and I just started messaging everybody I could. Yes, it kind of gets tedious, but that's how you guys have to start. I mean, you have to start your business somewhere. You can't just make a website and boom, you get thousands of people coming in at you. It's not how it works. You have to go and market yourself. You have to introduce yourself to new people, and that's exactly what I was doing using Facebook messaging. Now, I ended up stumbling across this guy right here. If you guys are in Arizona and need a house or an apartment, contact this guy. This guy was my first ever client. Now, he went out on a limb because at this time I didn't have a website. I had zero experience, and I told him, I said, yo, look, man, you're gonna be my first person I've ever done this for. The only other tour I've shot was my house, and it really didn't come out that well, and he was willing to give me a chance. Now, I told him I wasn't gonna charge him nothing, and I told him I would do it for free. Guys, don't think side hustle, all you need is money. If you're trying to grow a business, you have to sacrifice and you have to put value out there, right? So I told him I would go ahead and make this tour for him for free if he was willing to post me on his page and kind of build up my clientele using him. Now, this is almost better than money because now I have another person basically working for me for free. He's putting me on his social media, which will stay there forever. And as people keep seeing his page, they'll see that I'm the one that shot that tour for him, and that is just free clientele and free viewers that will actually see my work. So when starting out a business, it's almost better to trade instead of just gather. So think about that, guys, when you're trying to start a new business. Now, yes, I did get a little lucky, but also it was just bound to happen. I contacted 100+ people my first week of trying to get into this, guys, and you know, out of 100 people, you have to know one of them is going to message you back, or one of them is going to say yes, if not more. I mean, you contact 100 people, you're bound to get a reply. So just keep that kind of positive thinking in your head. Don't be like,
oh man, I gotta contact 100 people. What if none of them say hi, or what if none of them respond?
and even if you get only one reply out of 100 people, that one reply is an extra $100+ you get if you can lock down a deal with them. So think about it, you know, out of an hour of your day, you just made $100 if you can go ahead and get that secured. So moving on to the second step of this video, guys, and like I said, this one's going to be mainly talking. The next one is going to be me actually going to the lady's house, and I just secured another deal actually today for Sunday, so I might actually film that instead because that's going to end up coming quicker than the lady's house. But secondly, guys, you got to build a website. Website just shows absolute security. It shows that you're being honest. It shows that you're actually doing what you're saying, and it shows proof that you're doing. So guys, after you can create your first couple deals, I only did it with my first deal, and I was like, yo, I'm going to start a website because I know it's going to help me with my marketing. So what I did, I went, filmed the first tour, filmed the tour of my house. Right after my first tour, built a website. You can use GoDaddy.com. This is not a sponsorship. Use GoDaddy.com. The first 30 days of your website is free. So if you can get another deal within 30 days, boom, you just locked in that website for free. And then you obviously have to pay for your editing software. But the editing software I use is only about $20 a month. So technically, if you charge $40 a month, you will go ahead and pay for your website and pay for your editing software for free. And if you can go ahead and charge more than that, which you typically can because you can charge them an hourly rate at what it takes you to edit, or you could just do a flat down fee, $100, whole thing gets taken care of. That's not only putting profit in your pocket, but it's also paying for the services you're using. Now, a website is a great marketing tool that you can use. So now that we have a script, we go ahead and create a website. After you create a website, guys, you start messaging more and more people, right? And you actually go back to the people before that told you, yeah, I'll think about it, or I have a couple deals coming up, maybe I'll contact you back, I'll keep you in mind, yada, yada, yada. You want to go ahead, and the people that do respond, you need to follow up with them a couple days or a week later, or whenever you guys feel comfortable doing so. Following up shows that you're determined and that you're actually willing to do what you're saying, and you're not just kind of in it for the quick money, right? So something that worked for me, this new girl Deb that I just met, and I actually went to go check the house out that I will be filming sometime in the next week. I contacted her, was telling her what I did, and then, guys, after you send your script, this is why the website is important. You send your script, and right after you send your script, go ahead and put down your website, right? So after you go ahead and do that, you just say, this is my website, this kind of shows my work and how I do my work. And then you play the waiting game, like I said before, wait for them to respond. So I went ahead, sent her the script. I went ahead, told her I would do the deal. I would do it for a cheaper price if you were willing to work with me and do a testimonial, etc., etc. And I said, here's my website. If you like my work, go ahead, let me know. And if you want to work and find business together and work together, I would be more than happy to go ahead and find a date that we could end up meeting up at. So she said, yeah, I'm working on my personal house, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to have it done soon. And then about a week later, I never got a text back. So I'm kind of like, okay, well, maybe things came up. Maybe she just didn't want to pay for me to come out there. All these kind of thoughts went in my head. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to text her and see how she's doing and just see what's up. If she doesn't want me to text her no more, she'll obviously tell me that, and then I'll leave it at that, and it's a done deal. So I went ahead, and as you guys can see, I'm going to show our messages here. As you guys can see, I followed up with her about a week later, and she actually messaged me back saying that she was just finishing the house and needed some extra touches on it. So I was like, okay. So she's touching up the house, then she told me I can come check it out, and she wants me to kind of check the house out before I film it, just so I can kind of get a map around what I'm going to do. Great. Awesome. Perfect. I went out there. Everything went well. We ended up talking for a long time. Her husband actually has a Model T, which is super cool, so we were talking about that for a little bit. And not only am I going to be filming her house this weekend, she's got a couple other houses in there that she wants me to film, and is going to try to get me to film those houses, which I am 100% going to do. And that's also going to build my clientele, because she's trying to use her house as a stage house so she could show people that what they're doing, you can tear down a lot and build your house to look like that. So it's going to be for her personal use. It's not going to be for her real estate, but I'm still going to end up getting paid for it, and it's still going to be opening my business up to more clients in the future. So when you're building a website, guys, the first couple things you guys need, a couple pages you're going to need, is obviously your introduction page. This is going to be almost like a paragraph, like your introduction paragraph on an essay. You need to have a hook to have people interested in and continue looking on your website. Now, I have a nice picture of a beautiful house on my website, and then I have my branding name, and then under it, I kind of go into detail saying I can get this done and shot and edited under 24 hours. I have a 24-hour return rate. We can get it done quick, right? That's kind of my home page, and then I obviously have my phone number and my email listed there as well in case they need to contact me. Now, not only do you need a homepage, but I also have a gallery. A gallery is where every tour I film, I'm going to actually post on there, and that's how I'm going to kind of build my listing. And when I send people my website, they're going to see how many houses I've done, they're going to see the type of work I've done, and they're going to see how the quality of my work is. And the more houses, the more certified you look, the more real you look, obviously the better. So with every house I film, I put it on my website, and I also send it to the real estate agent so they get a copy and I get a copy permanently on my website to forever show people. Now, another page you need to have is an About Me page or an About Us page. If you're more than one person, go ahead, put an About Us page, and basically describe why you got into this field, talk about how you got into it, why you're doing it, all of that good stuff. Boom. And last but not least, you guys need to have a Contact Me page. Put all your social media there, put everything you can, phone number, email, Instagram, Facebook, all of that. These are going to help you with if they need to contact you, or if somebody just random stumbles on your website and they need to contact you, they can. So just always, always, always beware, guys. Have a contact page, and always answer every phone call that comes, because that could be another deal that you accidentally pass up for not answering. So guys, a website is crucial. Okay guys, so step 3, I kind of already touched base on this, but this is going to be me going into more detail about kind of adding value. Right? You cannot sell anything in this world to a customer base if you don't add value. If you add value to something or to somebody, they are gonna 100% purchase your product, okay? Same thing with drop shipping. You need to add value to somebody's life for them to buy your product. So guys, I tell them if they're willing to leave a review on my Facebook page that I created for my business or my website, and they leave a review that's good or bad, just their honest review, because guys, you need to be honest. You can't lie to people, because if you're lying and you're filming trash products, you're not gonna get paid. They're not gonna want to do business with you. It's just gonna leave a bad reputation, and most importantly, your name's not gonna get spread by them, and so your marketing is just gonna be twice as hard. So like I told you guys before, leave a review, yada yada yada. I instantly drop the price down by a lot, guys. I do it because this is how I'm gonna start building my business. You have to bring value. They think they're getting the better end of the deal, but realistically, yes, they are getting money discounted just for leaving a quick review on your website or whatever, but you are going to end up making more money in the end because they're building your clientele, they're going to push your name out there, they're going to do all of this stuff, and it's basically going to create a spider web, right? So let's say I do it for Deb. Deb is going to go to her friend, tell her friend about me, I get in contact with her friend, there I make money. You do this a couple times, and now you've created a spider web of clients, and now you can start charging them your original price, and as you build up a client base, you don't have to do this forever. Just do it to start building your client. Take the hit early on to help build your base. If I told everybody I'm charging $300 to film their house, and I have no experience, nobody's gonna let me film their house. That's literally like going ahead and giving somebody $1,000 and trusting them to come back the next day and give you your $1,000 back. It's just risky, right? So why play the risk? Now, if that person was a bank and I go give my $1,000 to a bank, I know that because they're certified, because they're involved in the government, etc., I know I'm going to get that $1,000 back. So obviously you have to form some type of value to them. You have to give them value, and this is how you're going to build your client base up, is by doing deals and cutting deals. Take some less money yourself to go ahead and help build your business. So guys, before I leave you guys off to go ahead and start your own businesses, let's just go ahead and cover over some key details today. So, one, guys, you guys gotta have a script. No matter what you're trying to sell, have a script, right? So, just give them something, blah, blah, blah. My name's Tanner, my name is Anthony, my name is Jacob, I'm doing this 3D tour, yada, 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 right? So, 1, have a script. Step 2, build a business. Have a web page, have a Facebook page, have an Instagram page, all for your business, because this is how you're gonna get all the attraction from 3 different types of sites and 3 different types of web pages that will be able to bring in more and more and more traction. Step number 3, guys, do your marketing well. Go ahead and offer value to people. Cut down your prices. Give them a deal if they're willing to go ahead and spread your name out, because at the end of the day, that's going to be what ultimately builds your clientele, and that will bring in more people than you just saying, yo, give me $100, I'll film it, boom. Then you cut off contact with them, right? Because you're trying to build repeating customers. If you can get repeating customers, that's an infinite amount of money you can get. All right, guys, so those are the 3 steps that I'm taking to go ahead and start my business off, and I hope you guys do take these, and I hope you guys actually implement these in your lives, because if you're trying to start a business, these are 3 really good ways to go ahead and get started off early. So before I leave, guys, I just want to leave off with another note. Don't be spammy, guys. Go ahead, send your script once, send your website once, tell them this is your website, and now you play the waiting game, right? If they reply, they reply. If they don't reply, count them as a loss. Maybe come back to them in a couple weeks later down the road. But you don't want to be like, yo, 3 hours, they haven't replied, I'm going to send them another text, send them another text. This is just going to get them angry, and ultimately you're going to lose business and lose a client. If you text them and they don't reply, just count it as a loss and move on. You're going to be contacting thousands and thousands and thousands of people, guys. So you know that you're going to get, out of 1,000 people, you're going to get at least 10 replies, guys. It's just going to happen, 10 at the minimum. So just focus on the 10 people, get the 10 people taken care of, because before you start spamming everybody else saying, yo, let me come film your house, let me yada 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 yada. Because like I said, a lot of brokerages already have people doing this for them. So you don't want to be spammy, because it just is annoying. And also, for the people asking, where do I find a client, guys? I've found a client in 3 different places. I've found a client in Facebook Marketplace, which is the first one I was talking to you guys about. And I just found Deb, which is going to be my second client. I found her on Zillow from contacting and messaging people. And then I just found a 3rd client that I'm going to this Sunday. Like I told you guys, I found him on Instagram. So there's 3 different places right there that I've found people for clients. And guys, it is just infinite picking out there, guys. So do not get discouraged. Just keep grinding and it will pay off. And know that you don't just have to use a real estate website to go ahead and find somebody. So that's it for today, guys. This is how I've built my clientele. This is how I've started my own business. Leave any questions you guys have down below. I will answer all of them, and I will get back to every single person that comments on this video, and I will answer truthfully. Because at the end of the day, guys, we're all just trying to grow out of this rat race. So I'm willing to help you guys with the knowledge I have. And before I go, guys, I'm going to leave you guys off with a quote from Albert Hubbard, and he said, "There is no failure except in no longer trying." Let this one kind of sink in, guys. Think about it. Go ahead, let me know what you guys think about that quote down below. And I'll see you guys again in next week's Financial Friday video. Go ahead, stay safe, hustle hard, guys, and get your money up. Peace out.